and honorable members of the CINI. So my presentation will be direct to the point to address critical or certain IT issues that came out. One critical issue is the reported network switches that were not utilized and found inside the boxes. For your honor, these 24 switches are assigned to our Philhealth regional offices. They are previously used and that they were packed and resealed due to reasons that this will be transferred to the new locations like Leo, room improvements, and pending delivery of the rack cabinets. For the alleged overpriced network switches, we have the comparison. And we would like to say that the standard technical specifications and indicative budget for this procurement were conducted on April 26. So we have to always base that on the technical specification and the requirements. So there will be really varying big percent. We have presented that in the submission of our reports. For the overpriced issue like the Adobe, so the Adobe actually the price is not the 21 million as reflected there. It's 504,000 pesos. As you can see, it is being compared with the proposed, which is not yet being approved by the DICT. We are still in the process of letting our board approve this one after the audit that's been done. And it is not right to say that we should compare the proposed, not yet approved, with the ISSP approved. Because once this budget or proposal gets approved, that is the time that we are going to amend our ISSP and submit that to the DICT for their review and endorsement. Now for the issue on the double, so maybe we can go now to the double entries. Like for example, the one cited by Mr. Kabading on the identical IT purchases. Now there are project titles which are actually the same throughout. For example, 2018, 2019, 2020. Like the storage capacity enhancement for Pasig server room. So in 2018, we replaced the obsolete storage system in Pasig server room. So it was intended for the Pasig server room. But however, during the course of our transactions, our main or the production data center needs sufficient storage spaces. So what the IT did was there was some transfer of the storage capacity from the Pasig to the other production data center. So that in 2019, replacing now the obsolete storage system in Pasig with at least 50 more storage capacity because the data all storage in Pasig needs to be migrated and utilization have already reached 85%. Now in 2020, we are going to have also the storage system enhancement support for the Pasig proposed 2020, adding more capacity to the storage, which is now already 85% utilized. So the message here is, although the names are basically, the same, but if you are going to look at the terms of reference, the scope, the coverage of the services, they are actually different. So we are very much willing to give to you or to show to you the past transactions and the terms of reference as well. For the laptops that were indicated, no number, there's another document which can show the detail of this one. Maybe the one that I've seen is the summary, but we can always provide the details if anybody will ask, or even during the time when the audit is being done, we can always produce the document to the internal audit. So I will not so much detail every overprice because the messaging there actually, sir, is the budget has not been approved. So you really cannot compare those one. There will be varying amount because of the system updates, market trends, new technology. So may I again repeat that after the approval of the board, these budgets will have to be endorsed to the DICT for appropriate revision. That's all, sir. Thank you.